Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout. Last time we replayed a little bit of content and well, since the Brotherhood wouldn't reward us at all for our efforts, we stole one of their power armor. Specifically, we stole stuff to repair one of them and then we took it. Anyways, now we've got Tycho here in his power armor. Then we moved on south down to LA Boneyard. Here we are. It's rather dark, so let's wait until nighttime. Oh, that's character. Or wait until morning, not nighttime. And then give it a couple hours to make it bright. There we go. Alright. There's a dog here. You see a stern man in his 30s. Good day. How may I be of some assistance? You have the look of someone important. I'm Caleb. I train and organize the regulators. What can you tell me about Aditum? That's a nice little town. Me and the regulators work hard to keep it that way. Anyone in particular you want to know about? Who runs this town? Aditum is run by John Zimmerman. He's an upright fella. Takes good care of the town. You should go and see him. Anything else? Who does the trading here? Tyne runs a shop near the gates. It's down below the little bunker. He does all the trading with the hub and with outsiders like you. Anything else? Tell me what's going on here in LA Boneyard. Yeah, I guess. You got the Blades up north, a pretty pathetic herd of people. And the Gunrunners a little north and a ways to the east, through the Deathclaw playground. Also, ways south of here you have the Children of the Cathedral, who run a hospital and a big church. Up a little bit to the north, and to the east you got the loony followers of the Apocalypse, who were all peace types. What's the history behind the regulators? We are the police force for Aditum. Most folks around here know enough not to cause trouble. I'm in charge of training the regulators and making sure that the skags are working hard enough, and that no one moves in on us here. Anything else? Tell me about the children and the followers. Well, the Children of the Cathedral all live in this big black church-type building. You might even call it a cathedral. They have some sort of big god, and they go around trying to convert people to their cult. Okay. Where can I find Zimmerman? You'll find him in the big building to the southwest. He might be able to put enough sentences together to let you know that we're looking for some help with the Blades. What's going on with the Blades? They've done something to Zimmerman's half-witted son. But like I said, go talk to Zimmerman about it. Alright. Thank you, sir. Interesting. Bunch of armed people around. And these are just people, just peasants, inhabitant of Aditum. Oh, there's a guy there, a large muscular man. We're watching you, he says. Good day. What can I do for you? May I ask your name? Why, everyone just calls me Smitty. Probably because I'm the local blacksmith. I'd like to ask you or I'd like to buy something. I'd recommend you go check Tyne's store, just to one side of the gates. I actually don't sell anything here. I trade it to Tyne or the hub merchants for goods. Okay, well, can I ask you a few questions then? Ask away. Where did you get all your shop equipment? Why, any competent blacksmith can make his own anvil. Of course, I really just sort of learned the craft by practice, but I made most of my own tools. What all do you make here? Mostly I make and repair tools and implements here. Also fix things for the hub merchants. With the help of Miles, the chemist, I reload bullets I reload bullets from time to time. You can make guns and bullets? Well, building guns and making shells takes machining, and I just don't have the tools for that. But with the help of Miles the chemist, I can reload old brass since I can cast bullets. Well, thank you. Sure. Interesting. Hope you don't mind if I loot your bedside bookshelf. Ooh, he's got an assault rifle and beer. Yeah, I'll leave this American to what he's doing. Step aside. You look different. Lorraine Escav. Hi, are you new here? Yeah, I'm called Simon. I'm Lorraine. Can I ask you a few questions? I suppose. What do you need to know? Tell me about LA Boneyard. This used to be a big city called Los Angeles, but the bombs hit really hard. Now there's just the Angels Boneyard. We Addy-towners are just trying to survive in the wreckage. Tell me a bit more about Los Angeles. Lots of people lived here. From what I hear, the survivors hid in a big place called a vault and came out years later. Some of them started the Regulators and then founded Addytum, while others formed the Blades. The Gunrunners aren't from here originally. Where is this vault? Well, supposedly it was somewhere south of here, but I don't know really. I think everyone left because it was broken. Tell me a bit about the other residents of Addytum. Tell me about John Zimmerman. Zimmerman watches over our town. He makes sure that everyone gets fed and that everybody has a job to do. Caleb is the leader of the Regulators. It's his job to protect Addytum. He seems to enjoy it a little more than he should. Our resident chemist. Miles makes bullets, and he also built the water distiller that makes sure we get clean water from the well. He's working on an underground farm right now, but he's missing some parts. Tyne runs the shop. It's in the bunker near the gate. He trades with the hub merchants for us. Smitty is a tinker of sorts. He's good at repair work. He casts bullets and fixes broken stuff around town. Nice talking to you. Okay then. No time to talk. Here's that, distiller thing, huh? You see a thin man in a white stock. Let's go talk to him. I don't believe we've met. I'm Miles. What can I do for you? That smock makes you look like a scientist. What are you studying? I'm a chemist. Mostly I make primer and powder so that we can reuse the brass casings from bullets. But I also dabble with some other chemicals. Where do you get the sulfur, potassium nitrate, and other chemicals? It's unusual to find someone who can appreciate chemistry, but to answer your question, some of the materials we get from the hub merchants, others I manufacture, or just find in the area. For instance, the dung heaps from the Brahmin are a good source, as well as some of the strains of fungus that I cultivate. So you make bullets for Addytum? Yes, although Smitty is the one who actually casts the bullets. I just refill the brass casings. But the hub merchants certainly make a profit off of you in the town. Yes, well, we have to make a living. Since the hydroponic farms aren't functioning, we have to buy food from the merchants, and bullets are the only thing we have to sell. I heard that you're just missing some parts. I could try and get them. Really? Well, that would be wonderful. We're just missing a few parts, but I'm sure if you could scrounge up the right pieces, we could be self-sufficient. Samuel should be able to give you some help. I think, wasn't he in one of these tents? Maybe this is him. You see a grungy man in a dark blue clothes. What? You see a grungy man in dark blue clothes. Hey, I don't believe we've met. You are? I'm Simon. Pleasure's mine. I'm called Samuel. Miles said I should talk to you about parts for his hydroponic farms. Do you know anything about that? Ah, yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Last week, I sent a guy up north to look for parts for Miles, but we haven't heard from him since. The last transmission I got from him was that he'd found the parts and was on his way back. I haven't had time to check on it personally yet, I haven't had time to check on it personally yet, and I don't want to lose another person to whatever may have caused his disappearance. Great, thanks. I'll search in that area for the parts. What area? Just up north? Yeah, I'll search in that area for parts. I'll let you know if I find the missing friend. Would you? That would be great. Like I said, things have been busy here, and we can't afford to be losing more people. Interesting. Alright, so this is the buildings. One of these is where Zimmerman is. I don't think I want to talk to him just yet. Let's go up north. We got the Blades, the Gunrunners, the Followers of the Apocalypse. Up here. Well, here's the Blades. Okay, so there's an area transition there. That's to leave. Area transition. So this way should be the Gunrunners. I'm gonna go... I don't want to talk to the Blades just yet. I'm gonna go this way, because this is where the Followers of the Apocalypse should be. Alright. This emblem is used by the Followers of the Apocalypse. You see a slender young woman with a smudged face and dark clothing. There's a bunch of people up here. Thugs. Okay. Let's head in. Let's talk to that smudged face woman. You're not from around here. Who are you? Well, the name's Simon. And what, may I ask, are you doing in LA Boneyard? Well, I'm just an explorer. Just a traveler. I've heard that one before. Nobody comes to LA Boneyard except those hub merchants and people looking for a quick death at the hands of gangs. What are you really here for? Well, you're right. I'm looking for a water purification ship that I already found, and it's literally not what I'm looking for. A water purification ship that you've already found and it's literally not what you're looking for? Sorry, don't know anything about that. Don't see that kind of tech here in LA Boneyard, except the stuff Miles works on. Miles? Okay, can you tell me more about LA Boneyard then? What can you tell me about the Blades? I've dealt with them before. They're not too bad, as far as gangs go. They have a hideout in an old club with some outposts. If you're careful, you might even be able to get some of them to talk. Gunrunners? The Gunrunners used to be a real gang, but they went soft. They started setting up a deal where they trade weapons that they get from their victims or buy from the hub. Since nobody here is up for the trip to the hub personally, they do a pretty good business, even though their prices are really high. Followers? The Followers of the Apocalypse are a group of peace preachers who live in a large library near the heart of the LA Boneyard. Why they haven't been wiped out yet, I can't say. They're lousy combatants and have no understanding of the real world, but other than that, they are polite and well educated. I would assume that she was a follower, but I guess not. Tell me about Addisum. Addisum is my original home. A little too boring for me, though. It's a fenced-off and self-sufficient town in the south end of LA Boneyard, but not as far as the cathedral. We trade sometimes with the hub. Tell me about the area around the city. LA Boneyard is a pretty hostile place. I've never had the opportunity to leave, though I suppose I'd take it. Let's see. Just south of here you have the cathedral. There's some sort of cult there, but I stay away from them. Something sinister is going on there. Also, I've heard about the trading center called the Hub, and caravans usually show up, but I've never been there. Yeah, I don't plan to stay in this place too much longer myself. No kidding. If you're looking for another hand, I'll sign on. Better than spending the rest of my existence in this hellhole, right? Well, you're a welcome addition, but the desert's not much more fun. Alright, looks like we've got a little ass kicking to do. I'm called Katya, by the way. And boom. 200 experience for picking up Katya. What kind of combat skills do you have? I learned how to be a scrapper from my time in LA Boneyard. I'm good with knives and submachine guns. My favorite is throwing knives, of course. Alright then. Let's see. There's a bunch of stuff over here. Nicole. Who's Nicole? I guess that's Nicole. Nicole drives us to resurrect what has been lost.
Greetings! Hey! We're very glad you could join us. We hope you have found our humble abode to your satisfaction.
Well, this is Nicole. Thanks. Can you tell me more about what you worship here?
We don't worship so much as follow a set of principles. We want to bring peace back to this wasteland. The world tends toward destruction, so we try to make a difference.
How?
We try to remind people why the Great War happened in the first place, and help ensure it won't ever happen again.
Have you been successful?
We never give up hope. We never will, even though most live by the gun these days. And we are concerned with the children of the cathedral.
What about them?
They claim to want peace like us, but anyone who disagrees with them just disappears. Their dark god is not what he seems, believe me.
How do you know?
Call it instinct. We've seen Morpheus and the Nightkin, and they don't look like peacemakers to us. Their hospitals and message of peace make them attractive, but we know there's evil there.
Do you have any clues?
A number of our spies have seen Nightkin coming in and out of the back room of the Children's Temple. Something important is back there.
Well, I'll report anything I hear.
Good. We could use any information. Now, is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Yeah.
Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
Tell me a little history behind the followers.
What would you like to know?
Where did you guys start?
Far to the south, near the Great Glow. The times were hard, but we managed to survive. We realized then the Great War must never happen again.
So you started the followers?
After my parents were killed by marauders. It was time the killing stopped. It's our goal to make this land the way it used to be, before the war.
What made you come up north?
There aren't many left down south. The radiation polluted almost everything. Most of the remaining people followed us to start the organization.
How did your family survive?
We lived on the outskirts of the Great Glow. Sickness had started spreading, so we gathered all the people and we made our way north. That's when my parents were killed.
Why is the area down there still radioactive all this time anyway?
Well, the rumor is that there was something so important there that the area was saturated with bombs to ensure everything was wiped out.
Okay.
Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
What else do you know about the children of the cathedral?
You've probably seen their hospitals around. They preach peace, but there is something very wrong with them. We need to find out what. Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
Can you help me destroy them?
No, but I know someone who will. Go to the cathedral and find a woman named Laura. Say the phrase Red Rider. We'll create a diversion if we can.
Alright, thanks. I can use all the help I can get.
Our destiny lies before us. Let us hope we are worthy.
Alright. Before we leave her, let's do the tell me abouts. That's not right. Morpheus. There we go. Morpheus?
Morpheus is the leader of the children of the cathedral. He is evil, and that fact must be exposed.
Nicole?
There's not much to tell.
Laura?
Laura is one of our insiders within the cathedral. She's extremely loyal to our cause.
Jake?
Jake is second in command.
Library?
In here you'll find historical and philosophical texts. Almost anything. Feel free to look around.
God?
The children of the cathedral worship him. They say he only wants to heal humanity, but that's a lie.
Master?
I've heard very little about him.
Knight's kin?
They're the personal servants of Morpheus. They're huge, hulking creatures. Ugh.
Cathedral?
You've probably seen their hospitals around. They preach peace, but there is something very wrong with them. We need to find out what.
Aditum?
It's a small settlement. You'll find it to the west in the Boneyard.
Boneyard?
Before the Great War, this was a huge, thriving city. My mother told stories, but there's hardly anything left now. Just ruins and death.
Followers?
Our history's in the last case, top shelf.
War?
Everything was burned. Everything destroyed. We try to teach people peace so that it will never happen again.
Hub?
That's the trading city to the north. We're trying to set up a table there.
Brotherhood?
We're not sure about them. They sell guns. We sell peace. But their motives...
Alright, that's it. Okay then. Now we're a little bit more prepared for what's to happen. I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be history in the back shelf. I'm not even gonna look. I remember doing that before. It's just a big waste of time. Looks like they got some weapons in the cooler. Ooh, a bunch of guns. And let's leave it to them. Don't really need anything anymore. Good, there's some robes there. I guess they'll hide out. They'll disguise themselves. I'll take stim packs. What's in the fridge? More stim packs, nice. Alright. Not much else to see here, really. Let's get, this is a bit of a power game or whatever you want to call it. But let's get, change your armor, and let's give Katya the power armor, because look, she's got 39 hit points, while these guys got 75, 85, yeah. What was it, 3... Let's give that to Katya. Oh wait, also a submachine gun. You don't have any weapons, but I forgot you were the ammo guy. But Ian certainly should have a submachine gun. There we go. Wait, what does this submachine gun use again? Jacketed hollow point. Was that the blue one? Yeah. Okay. Let's give you the submachine gun. The ammo. Boom. You literally do just have throwing knives. Let's also give you a couple stim packs. Alright. Draw your best weapon. Change your armor. That's all for now. Awesome. There's Kaya. Let's do a quick save. And now let's head on over to the gun runners. This way. Hello. Watch out for death claws. Yep. There's a death claw. There's 1, 2. We can just run around the corner without getting seen. Perfect. You can see a warehouse to the north with a moat of goo glowing, with a moat of glowing goo surrounding it. Yeah, they got radioactive moat. Some typical gun runners. Oh, there's a dead body. Is that a vault suit? Let's do a quick save. It looks as if this person died very painfully. I can't even loot them, I can just look at them. Definitely looks like they're wearing a vault suit though. I don't think there's anything else around, yeah. Just this warehouse. Alright. What is your business here? I want to buy some weapons. Ah, very good. Customers are always welcome. Come in, but please keep your weapons holstered. Go find Zach. He can set you up with anything you need. Right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. They're doing the dumb thing again. Where they want to run through the radioactive... They run to the very top and run through this tiny little bit of radioactive goo. Get hit for absolutely no reason. Ugh. Idiots. Well, let's go ahead and head in. There's the gun runners. And right here is Zach. Hi, I'm Zach. You want to buy weapons? Let's see what you have to trade. Can you give me a discount? Well, yeah, well, until Gabriel says so. You gotta pay full price like everyone else. Let's quickly trade with Ian. Oh, this is gonna be a long trading session. It's so much that it's even bugging out. Oh my goodness. I'm finally selling the cattle prod. Thank goodness. Alright, give me all your money, obviously. That's 266,000 caps. I should be able to get everything. This is one of the main things I'm here for, a power fist. Just give me all the ammo. And all the grenades. Why not? I'm never gonna use them, but might as well just, you know. Completely remove these guys' ability to sell lethal arms by taking all of their ammo. This is the deal of the century right here. They even get a technical manual. Here you go. Boom. Get rid of all the clutter, all the stuff we don't need. Tycho, okay. First things first, Katya. Let's barter with you. You get all the blue 10mm. And then Power Fist. Let's take a look at it first. A big frigger Power Fist from Beat Co., considered by many to be the ultimate weapon to use in unarmed combat. Others are just scared. Powered by small energy cells, minimum strength of 1, it has 25 out of 25 shots of small energy cell. This thing does 12 to 27 damage. And it just so happens that Katya is one of the follower with 100 unarmed skill. So let's give you quite a few rounds for that. Oh, but give me this back. You can keep all the ammo, but I want you to use the big frigger, as it calls it. All right. Also, stay close, and then this, prefer close combat against range. There we go. Let's put that setting. Gotta quickly run. Let's put on my weapon. Quickly run for the exit because they might end up getting hurt. Oh man. Watch out for death claws. Nope. Death claws need to watch out for me. One killed. This one's gonna run up into my range. Literally straight in his face, just... Let's walk a little back, that way he doesn't maul me. Two points. And it's gone. That's an easy 2000 experience. If you're playing this and you want to get max level, I'm not really bothering right now. This is the best place to get XP at this stage of the game, because these death claws will constantly respawn and each of them gives you like 1,000 experience. So yeah. But what we're looking for is down here, down this this staircase. Let's do a quick save. That's right. Mother Deathclaw. And she's got a couple eggs as well. Very fast, but quite unfortunate that she's not gonna survive it. She's not gonna reach me. Dead. Nothing on her, of course, but there are these eggs. And And like they're gone. Now then. There's a club there. I think what I'm looking for, the water purification parts are actually up top on this dead body. There's a throwing knife, yeah. On this merchant. Yeah, it's just junk. Oh, I'm full. I forgot. Tycho. Here. There we go. Oh, not dog meat. Woof woof. Good boy. I'll take this, and this is what you have to look for. Supposedly, I'm sure you could probably just use the spare junk that we got before. There was like an extra one. I think we got it at either the Glow or it was, what's that place called? Anyways. Ripper. A pre-war horror film. Alright, we're good to return back to Aditum. And boom. Let's go get these parts to Miles. Have you found the parts yet? Yes, here they are. Miles looks over the parts. Those are them, but it looks like Smitty is going to have to do a little work on them. Can you take them over to him? Sure, I'll be back after he's fixed them. Let's go talk to Smitty. I need you to fix these parts for me, so that I can fix your hydroponic farms. Yes, I can fix this. Give me some time. Here you are. Smitty hands you the fixed parts. Awesome. Miles takes the fixed parts from you. Looks like Smitty did a good job on these. Thanks for the help. Here's some stuff for your troubles. Miles hands you some caps and stim packs. If you ever get back this way, you might want to look me and Smitty up. We might be able to help you with some adjustments to some of your equipment. Smitty can work wonders with certain weapons, and I can help with certain sorts of armors. Let's definitely get those. Looks like you found some power armor. I've heard of a chemical process that I could use to harden the surface of the armor. However, I'm missing some information which could give me a few clues to the formula and reagents necessary. I've heard the librarian in the hub, Mrs. Stapleton, has some journals and books that might be of use. If you could get those from there, I could probably test the process on your power armor. Sounds good. I'll go talk to Miss Stapleton. Alright, so that one's a bit of a fetch quest. What about Smitty? Thanks for fixing the farms. If you ever find yourself a plasma rifle, bring it back here. I know a few tricks I can pull with the injectors. So, you found yourself a plasma rifle. Well, I have one right here. Hand it over and I'll take a look at it. Smitty takes a plasma rifle from you, pulls out his tools, and starts to tinker with it. There, I think that does it. Smitty hands you back your plasma rifle. Try that out for size. Turbo plasma rifle. A modified Winchester P94 plasma rifle. The plasma bolt chamber has been hot wired to accelerate the bolt formation process. Minimum strength of 4, it has 10 of 10 shots, weighs 19 pounds. But but now it does a whole lot more damage. Not quite as high damage as the alien blaster, but honestly, the range makes it perfect. And then this is just regular power armor, right? Okay. Well then. That's gonna be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Fallout, and I'll see you in the next one when we're gonna probably run up to the hub and then do the quest between the blades and the regulators. Alright, goodbye.